to San Antonio Living. If you've got sick kids around the house, you probably spent a couple of hours in the doctor's office. And while you were there, I'm sure there was something that made you angry. So we have created a list for you to follow when you go to the doctor's office, and you can pass it around to your friends. So it will be a happy place. And joining us this morning to tell us a little bit more about the do's and the don'ts of the doctor's office, our etiquette expert, Diane Gottsman, is here. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
I tell your story, don't I? I know you've been hanging out at the
I have been at the doctor's office with my children for weeks. I wrote these tips because I was sitting in the waiting room, and they're so important just to have a few reminders along the way.
I think this is a great idea because, you know what, when you're at the doctor's office, you're not really happy to be there. Yeah. And some things happen, and, you know, you got to keep in mind that no one's really happy to be there, and we still have to follow the general rules of etiquette. Right.
Okay, well, we're miserable while we're sitting in the doctor's office. And, you know, moms are miserable, kids are miserable. And the first tip is, first of all, be on time. You know, if at all possible, be on time, because everyone's on a schedule. And if you arrive late, Shelley, you know, that does not mean you get to get bumped up. If your appointment's at 9:30 and you don't get there till, goodness forbid, 11, you know, you have to wait your turn and be patient.
Yes. Okay, another tip is be prepared. What do you mean by that?
When the nurse asks you, what medications are your child or children on, if you have multiple, it would be great if they're taking multiple, to type it out. If you have a computer, just print it out and hand it to them and say they have taken Tylenol at this time, they took Motrin 4 hours later, they're on Zyrtec, Singular, blah, 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 blah. You can tell I've got a lot of medication going on at my house. But, you know, that way, sometimes we forget. When we're caught off guard, we forget what our kids
keep it with you. Because they want to know, like, the milligrams. They want to know how much everyone's taken, and that's important when you're dealing with
this applies for adults as well. You know, this is not just kids etiquette. This is for adults as well. We take so many medications, some of us, that, you know, we want to know how many milligrams so we can tell the doctors.
All right, tip number 3, keep your sick child in the sick area.
Pet peeve. And, you know, they can't help it. The little sick children want to go play with the well children's toys. So keep them separate. It's up to moms and dads to keep their sick children in their own little, you know, compartment, in the well children. That way it's courteous for both.
That's why they have it.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Okay, number 4, clean up your mess.
Do not bring a picnic lunch to the doctor's office. And if you are feeding them Cheerios and grape jelly, and clean it up before they call you. And when they call you, be prepared again. So that means stay off your cell phone. Don't have one little child on your hip and 3 others running around and saying, Sarah, Sarah, come on. You know, go get your child, take her in. You know, that's a nurse's pet peeve. They told me to say this. You know, they want you to have your children ready to go in. And don't take multiple siblings in to one child's appointment.
Oh, you got to quarantine those kids. No, only the sick one goes to the doctor's office. Okay, here's another tip. We talked about talking softly. We don't want to yell. Number 6, don't take the magazines or let your children scribble in them. No, that's not good at all.
You know, it's just courteous.
Or rip out the page that has that really good recipe because you want to use it later.
Pumpkin recipe.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't bring picnic lunches. Be on time. Also, don't bring the extra sibling. Use the lobby hand sanitizer. This is something that's new out there, too.
Yes. And
they're
you
everywhere.
know, if it's there, use it. Use it. One doctor's office has you, before you sign in, they have you use the sanitizer before using the pen. Pretty good idea. I mean,
I like how hand sanitizer is popping up in the strangest locations.
They need to make milder. It's burning my hands.
Okay, turn your cell phone on vibrate for sure, and don't go back to work or school until you are fever-free.
Yeah, don't try and slip your kids back into school because they've been out for several days and you think they're missing. You know, teachers and principals, they understand.
Okay.
And our kids need to rest.
They do. And I feel so bad for you that you've had all this sickness in your house.
I know it.
And you made it out and you're alive. And guess what? Today is Diane Gottsman's 21st birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, in fact, it's so funny. Diane's been coming on the show for several years, and I got an email from your hubby this morning, and Larry said, "It's Diane's birthday. I just wanted to let you know." And I promised that I wouldn't rat him out, but I just did on accident.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Larry.
He loves you. He wanted to make sure you have a happy birthday. So happy birthday, happy 23rd.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
You can find Diane Gottsman. She is at the Protocol School of Texas. If you are looking for a little etiquette lesson, or perhaps you need to take a little etiquette class, this is the gal to call. She is out on Austin Highway. She is on P TSOTX.com. That's the website. And here's the phone number if you'd like to give her a call. It's 826-7400. 826-7400.